Welcome back, guys. Let's continue on our lesson for beginners. I'm going to be specifically talking about rhythm today. And so the guitar is a percussive instrument. So what that means is that it's an instrument that you have to strike in order to get a sound out of it, kind of like a piano or a drum. So the way that you strike it is you take your pick and you drag them across the strings, or you strum. And there's two ways to strum. You strum down and you strum up. So for today's lesson, I'm just going to touch my strings and mute them. So we're not going to listen to any chords just yet. We'll do that in the next lesson. So we're just going to focus on the rhythm, which is usually the hardest thing for beginners. Before that, let's just talk about some music basics. So music is divided into measures, and each measure has a certain amount of beats. The most common amount of beats is 4 beats. So 4 beats per measure. And so I'm going to strum 4 beats in a row, and then I'm going to repeat, and they're all going to be down strums. So I'm going to strum them and count them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is my most basic strum pattern. It's very much like tapping your foot. Now, if you notice, every time I strum down, my hand has to come back up in order for me to strum down again. So down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And this leads us into our next division of the beats. Because I'm coming up, I can also strike the strings as I come up. And that would sound like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So now I'm adding the word and between each beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and so on. Another way that I can play is if I don't strum on the way down, but only strum on the way up. And that's got a different feel and sound to it. So it goes like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now the goal is going to be to take some of the down strums and some of the down up strums and some of the only up strums and mix them up in a variety of different ways in order to create what's known as a strum pattern. Now the most common strum pattern, I guess you could call it the rock strum pattern or pop rock strum pattern, is going to be this. Now I'm going to play a chord with it so that you can hear what it might sound like. I'm going to play the chord G. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Or if I want to count it in a different way, then I count it with numbers. 1, 2, and 4 and 1, 2, and 4 and. So there's 4 beats, but each of the beats is a little bit different. And so that's going to be the goal for a beginner, to get to that rock strum pattern. And in order to do that, you just have to do some exercises to get you there. So your first exercises are going to be very simple. It'll probably be a bunch of down strums. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you're going to add some of the ups, so some of the down and up. So it'll be like down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, and then you're just going to mix those up. And so I will have exercises on my website that you can download and follow along with so that you have something to practice. Another thing you can do is just practice along with some of your favorite songs. So in the next lesson, I am going to be talking about how to find the chords that you want to play. So stick around for that one.